Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Mowers and Blowers. I'm Henry, your host for today's show. Today I'll be talking about what I received for free, that's right, free, sometime a few months ago during the summer. As you know, I wrench in the garage all the time, every day actually, and as it gets to the winter days, it could get really cold. Right now it's not terribly bad, so it's around the mid 30s, but still it doesn't give you great motivation when you come from a nice warm living room, right? And think about going outside into the cold, into a garage and wrenching for a bunch of hours, right? So this is an electric heater that my wife got me a couple of Christmases ago. And while it serves its purpose, you have to plug it in, right? It's electric, and it uses the heating coils inside. It also has a fan. You have to plug it in, see? It has a dead man switch, sort of. It has to be upright for it to work. If it's tipped on its side or something like that, or it falls over, it shuts off by itself because it has this little switch here that makes sure that it's depressed, kind of like a safety switch, so that it's depressed when it's on the ground. You just turn it on. This is the fan part, and then you turn it to the 1300 watts or the 1500 watts. And then you got the severity of the heat, the intensity of the heat. I always have it on super high because it's always super cold, for me to want to turn this on, So this thing was cheap. I think it was like 20 bucks or something, 25 bucks. There's a lot of brands of it, and if I'm like sitting here working on this, and this is right there, it warms me up a little bit more than if you didn't have it, right? But I don't know. I felt that this really wasn't enough, And so this is a Dyna-Glo RMC-55R7B as in Bravo. And this is a kerosene space heater. And I was walking Boba, and as you guys know, Boba always finds really good stuff when I go walking. And this is a kerosene heater that was just on my neighbor's lawn. It had a sign that says, free. So when I see free, I go, free. That's right, free. It's for me, So it looked like it was in like new condition, why would he be throwing it out? And I was a little intimidated by it because I've always heard, me growing up in New York City, right, Manhattan. That's where I grew up, you watch TV and you always hear about these space heater accidents, where people who have these things in their apartment, it gets too close to clothes or a rug or something, whatever, and catches on fire. And so I've always been kind of weary about using a kerosene heater, but I figure in the garage, it'd be all right. So it's got this flap that opens up, and inside here is like a container, right? And it has a little window here. It tells you when you're running out of the kerosene. So there's the cap to fill it, right? So it says here, kerosene only. Improper fuel may cause pollution and sooting of the burner. Use only uncontaminated 1K kerosene. So they're not really telling you the truth, right? And you guys know that. Because why? Well, because, now how did that go? That going like that? The hell? Yeah, so there's a window there for the fuel level, so goes in that way. Guess it has like a valve. It's inside the cap. And so to use it, it's so easy. I think you just push the button until it lights. ease the wick push. Oh, I see some smokage. Supposed to see like flames though. I've done this before and it lit up really easily. I usually see flames, but I don't see any flames. I don't feel any heat either. Oh, there we go. I don't know. All right, I could kind of like see it simmering now. I think I might have put too much wick. I don't really feel any heat though. Let me push it again. Whoa. You see that? So, you know what people say? People say that, unless this heat is the one I'm feeling. Let me shut this off. Yeah, it's starting to heat up now. You know what people say is that you can actually use diesel fuel in here or home heating oil in here instead of kerosene because they say it's the same thing. So this is my space heater. It's supposed to really, it's supposed to really heat up, you know what I mean? And I don't really feel like it's all that hot, you know, right now. And it's supposed to heat up a large area relatively quickly. But you have to kind of vent it a little because it does have fumes, you know? So I don't really know what the story is with that. I mean, if it's in somebody's apartment, how are you going to vent? What are you going to do? Open the windows? Doesn't make any sense, you know what I mean? It's nice and warm right now. This is warm enough for the general area, you know? So I'm not going to shut my garage to do this. Now that's my kerosene heater that I got for free. That's right, free. Oh, from here I can really see the redness of it. Yeah, you can really see it now. It's starting to really heat up. You can see slight flames there on the top part coming out. It's pretty cool. This ought to keep me relatively warm for this area. I suppose I could move it to like the back of my garage where that door is and just crack the door, you know, and then shut the garage, you know, and that way this whole garage should be heated up pretty well. But right now this will do. And again, I got this for free. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey guys, support my channel, buy a sticker. Also follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on the next project. Have a great day.